This is the scariest thing I've ever experienced as a landlord. I rented out my spare room to a guy I'll call Alex. The room was on the market for a while, and I had quite a few viewings, but Alex was the only one who actually applied. I hadn't met many of my tenants, so I didn't know what to expect when I finally met Alex. He seemed nice enough, but something about him just put me on edge. I did a background check, of course, and everything came back clear, so I took him in. He paid his deposit and first month's rent and moved right in. A few days after he moved in, I heard scratching sounds coming from his room in the middle of the night. It sounded like someone or something was trying to get out. It had happened several times before, but I always assumed it was just some animal in the walls. But the way Alex said it, it sounded like he was hiding something. I could hear Alex's voice echoing from behind the other side of the wall. "Please let me in. Please let me in." Then he disappeared. I turned to go the other way and saw Alex again. He looked at me and smiled. Twisted, evil grin spread across his face. This one was slightly ajar, revealing a sliver of light. I ran to the sink and splashed water on my face, trying to calm down. I knew I had to get out of there, but which door would lead me to the exit? As I approached, the door swung open, revealing a hallway. I hesitated for a moment, then stepped inside. I tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. I ended up breaking the seal and pushing the door open. It creaked ominously as it swung inward. As I fell, I saw the door slam shut. I looked up to see Alex gone. The door was locked. I pounded on it, but it wouldn't open. I called his name, but there was no answer. I mentioned it to Alex the next day, and he said, "What? No, that door has been sealed shut since I moved in. I haven't even been able to open it. It must have been the wind." There was a staircase spiraling down into the darkness. It was made of bone. I could feel goosebumps rising on my arms as I slowly descended the stairs. Now, this wasn't the first time I'd heard scratching from behind that door. I shrugged it off and went on with my day. I pounded on it, but it was no use. It wouldn't open. A week later, I heard the scratching again, and it sounded urgent. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to get to the bottom of this. I let myself into Alex's room, and sure enough, there was the door. I looked inside and was met with the most horrifying sight. At the bottom, I found another door. It was then that I heard a voice behind me. I turned to see the door slam shut. I found another door and ran through it. It led to a bathroom, but I couldn't help him. I didn't even know if he was in there. Suddenly, I heard footsteps behind me. I turned to see Alex standing in the doorway, his eyes wide with fear. "Get away from me," he screamed. I ran out of the bathroom and found myself back in the hallway.